Yeah, what's it like to be back in Winnipeg? I think this is a fourth time, I want to say.
Is it four? I lost track of the number, but it's a lot of fun. I mean, it always feels great going back to a place you're familiar with and with players you're familiar with. It's refreshing, and it's really nice to be back. And I know my wife's really happy. My family's happy. I get to see her friends. I get to go see a lot of my good buddies there. And I'm really excited to go back there and get back to work.
Who texted you first, Helly or Josh or Mark or?
Mark was the first one. He texted me right away, and then it was a lot of the guys did. It was fun to see that. That was awesome. That's probably one of my favorite things about the whole thing is just how many friends, and I mean it's almost like family back there. So it's really amazing to see the support of that. It was really quite nice to see.
Yeah. Obviously, a backup to Connor Hellebuck is a very unique role, and it's interesting to see, LB came back here a second time and obviously really thrived last year. You're coming back again, and safe to say you had your best NHL season here working with Connor and Wade last time around. So I guess how much of that is a factor as you were kind of looking around what was out there this year?
I mean, that's one of the biggest things, because I just have a very good working relationship with Helly. I think myself and him get along really well, and he's the best in the world, so it's amazing to learn from him and watch him every single day in practice, and even the games, just take little things from that. And not only that, but they have one of the best goalie coaches in the world, if not the best, and he's unbelievable what he does, and it's how much my game grows when I'm with him, and how sharp he keeps my game. Doesn't matter how much you're playing or when you're playing. He just knows how to keep the goalies ready to go and keep them sharp. His record speaks for itself. I think he's the best, and it's really amazing to be back there. I'm really happy.
Yeah, Eric, I mean, we've been listening to some TSN today. They're not sure if you're backup or the third goalie. Have you talked to them? I just wanted to kind of clear up what they've been talking about today. You're coming here to be a backup, are you not?
I hope so. I mean, I'm not really sure right now. I mean, that's what I thought. I mean, I don't know. I'm really hoping so. I mean, Obviously you got to go to camp and earn a job, and that's my main thing is to go there and earn a job and just work as hard as I can and try and secure that position. And at the end of the day, you never know. It's hockey. You guys got to go out there and win hockey games and do your best to do that. And nothing's guaranteed. And it's just about going there and just earning a spot.
Eric, what was last year like for you? You only played, I guess, 14 total games, so a lot of practices, a lot of extra work, and then a lot of just sitting and waiting, right? Because obviously in Buffalo they had the three-headed monster there for a while, and then you went down to the A and just played a few games. But a bit of a frustrating year, I guess, in that you would have liked to obviously play a lot more than you did.
Yeah. I mean, if you look at it, it kind of dates back to the year before that. I mean, I was playing quite a bit. I was playing pretty good, and then a lot of guys get injured on our team. I tear my MCL, and I miss a good 3 months there, and that's kind of what kind of set everything back in motion because I was playing quite a bit, playing well. I was happy with the way things were going. And then that injury set me back quite a bit, and then unfortunately just leading into this year, I had a really good camp this year, and then I played really well in my first game, and then unfortunately once again I get injured in my second or third game, and that was kind of it for 3 weeks, and then after that it was hard to get back into a rhythm again with 3 guys. So it was another kind of frustrating year in that sense. And then I felt like by the end of the year, it was hard to get into a rhythm. It was just hard because you're not playing a lot of games. When I went down to the American League, I know I played very well because I had some more time. I had more practice time. I had more playing time, so that was nice. And then it was nice to get my last game against Tampa Bay there, and I mean, it was kind of like 2-year kind of thing where the MCL injury and the groin injury kind of set me back more than I would have liked.
Right. Feeling 100% and no issues with obviously training and everything this summer?
Yes. No, luckily that injury happened really early in the season, so I feel great. I feel my body feels as good as it ever have. I know my training has gone unbelievable this summer so far, and I think like by the end of the season there, my body felt as good as it has in a while. Because for a little bit there, it wasn't as good as I would have liked it to. But by the end of the season, I think my knee injury from the year before really felt a lot better. My groin injury felt a lot better. So I felt as good as I've felt in a long time by the end of that season. So I'm quite happy with where I am. I don't think I've ever been in better shape or felt better than what I have right now.
Eric, just going back to Wade, we look at the season Laurent Brossoit had this year and the season you had and your last one here before you went to Buffalo. He's a bit of a goalie whisperer, I suppose, but how would you what does he do that extracts the best out of you guys?
That's a good question. I think he just knows. He knows what every guy needs and knows how to push the right buttons and just try and make sure that everyone's doing what they need to do, because he sees the game very well and he understands the game very well, and he sees it in a way that Kelly needs different things than I need, and I need different things than LB needs. LB needs different things than I need. It's kind of like that. It's not just one method that's going to solve everybody. It's like, okay, I'm going to see these things, and he puts little things in. Like for myself and him, we did a lot of positioning, a lot of skating work, and we worked a lot. Like, we did a lot of work. I think it's just the amount of work ethic he puts in, the amount of care he puts in. Because, I mean, we did a lot together. We skated a lot together. We practiced a lot together, and I think it just helped me a lot. It's hard to describe it if he's not there, because you don't see it every single day. But every single day things he does, like it's just like getting you on the ice early, making sure you're staying sharp with the move, make sure your positioning's perfect, and then it's just very little basic things that you're just doing very, very well. And I think when you execute the basics very well, everything kind of takes care of itself and goes into the correct position.
Eric, what do you think about from a organizational perspective, given that you were drafted by the Jets, grew up with the Moose, and now getting a chance to continue your NHL career here in Winnipeg with the Jets?
I mean, I love Winnipeg. I've always been a big fan. I've always wanted to be there. It's unfortunate my last contract didn't work out there, and I went to Buffalo. But I would have loved to be back. I love it there. I love everything about Winnipeg. I love the guys, and it always feels special going back there, because I had such great fond memories and been there for a long time. And it's an unbelievable organization. They treat their players as good as any team I've ever been on. I've been on a few, so I know that how well they treat their guys. And I mean, just the amount of good people that's in an organization. I'm very proud to be a Winnipeg Jet. I'm very proud to be part of that organization. I'm just happy to be back.
And, Eric, I know you said that how impactful Wade Flaherty has been, but just from your perspective, how long does it take you to kind of, you went to Arizona and you had a new goalie coach, and then you were in Buffalo, you had a different goalie coach. How long does it kind of take you to kind of get reorientated with like Wade's style versus someone else's?
I don't think it'll be long for that, because I know him. I think it's longer when you meet a guy for the first time and you have to understand, okay, what do you like to do for practice? How do you like to get warmed up for games? What do you like to do here? What's your go-to drills? How early do you want me on the ice? So it's kind of harder when you're going somewhere new for the first time. When I'm coming back, we know what we do, we know what we like, and we understand how to do things. And I think that's the big thing, is it's going to be very quick to get back to the rhythm and the routine.